All right, Delilah. Delilah, how old are you?
I'm 20, just barely turned 20.
Are you originally from Arizona?
Yeah.
What part of AZ?
Well, I grew up mainly here in the city, honestly. Yeah. I haven't never left the city or Arizona, actually.
What's your current situation right now? Are you homeless?
Yeah.
How long have you been out here on the streets?
Well, I've been out here for like 2-3 months recently because I sobered up for a bit. Because I sobered up and I got out of here like in treatments and stuff like that. But before that, I've been out here with my boyfriend since like April or May. He actually took me out of homelessness back in January of 2022, yeah, because I got like just drama with my ex and I ended up out on the streets, and he knew me at the time and he let me stay with him, and then after that, a couple months later, just drama and stuff like that happened, and then we ended up out here. And ever since then, other than when I went to like treatment and stuff like that, we've been out here since like April.
So you've been homeless multiple times?
Yeah. But the first time was like only a couple of days, that's when he took me in and everything. But other than that, like we've been out here ever since.
What do you guys do out here to survive?
Well, honestly, my boyfriend takes a lot of care of me. He works, he has a job, he works, but when like during the holidays or like when we couldn't get in contact, because I hear like a lot of times like if you have something like a phone or something, it gets stolen or lost, like you can't keep it for long. A lot of things like you can't keep. So my boyfriend, he sometimes like over here, he washes windows or or finds just a small work to do, like for people, or like that's pretty much it. He has a job. It's just when that's not around, that's what he does.
What kind of work does he do?
He does like parking and road like maintenance and stuff like that. Works with asphalt and seal coating and stuff like that.
Do you have any family out here in Phoenix?
Out here in Phoenix? Yeah, I do.
What do you have? Mom, siblings, dad?
Like siblings, cousins, My dad actually, he's not out here. He's more towards like the res, a couple hours away. Haven't had contact with them, and when I do, it's kind of like but bumping heads a lot, drama, and it's not really worth it,
Do they know what you're going through right now about you being out here homeless on the streets?
Yes and no, I guess, because like I said, like when it comes to actually talking with them, it's like drama, like when I went to treatment and sobered up and stuff, I stayed with some of them for a little bit. It's not worth the emotional and the damage that's caused from it, and like the only person that I've been able to come back to comfortably is my boyfriend. Like he takes care of me. He's been the only one to stay there. And yeah, like we have fought and broken up and left each other, but like we always find each other, go back at each other. He's just like, he takes care of me. He's my support.
Are you guys looking to get out of your situation?
Yes, we are, honestly. Like with the whole new year, we want to try, flip things around instead of staying out here or like making things worse, We want to try actually get back on our feet, and that's the goal, I guess. Yeah.
What kind of programs are you guys looking into?
Honestly, with me, because I'm native, I could get a lot of help and shit like that. So right now, what I think we would do is, right with him, he's gonna keep working. We might find somewhere, there's churches that give out like a 3-month voucher for like hotels if you have a job and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just, honestly, we don't look towards, I'm not looking towards like a program to actually go into. It's just we need there is some help out here. It's just you need your ID, all this shit, and that's the only thing we gotta get.
You say you're Native American. If you wanted to, can you go back to your res and just get the help like right away, or how would is that a process?
I think I'm not sure about that, honestly, with the going back to the res, because I think that if I were to, I wouldn't end up, I would just be staying with family, instead of like doing that with the whole like process and stuff like that. I think getting housing and all that stuff, that will be a process, and it will take time. It's not what I'm looking for, because over there it's just, there's nothing, there's nothing for you. And I know that right here where I'm at is not maybe the best, but I have more opportunities, and you know, once I get back to the point where I can start, you know, looking for jobs and stuff like that. But on the res, there's no jobs. You know, you have to go towards the next town or city, or to look, or if not, you know, it's just.
Are you from the res around this area?
I'm not really close, but like up north, pretty much more north, yeah.
So probably like around the Four Corners, all that.
That's a little high, but yeah,
okay.
Towards that way, yeah.
Where are you guys staying at? Like, where do you guys sleep at night? Do you guys have a tent to stay the night?
Well, when it comes to that night, we don't have a tent, but we, you know, sometimes our homies let us sleep over and stay, you know. Other times we don't really go towards no shelters or, you know, look for that, but yeah, especially when it's been cold recently, so most of our friends have been letting us chill with them, stay at their place, or you know, that's pretty much it. At night, that's what we've been doing, just staying over at our friends recently. But before, it's like we've been in, like, you know, like the alleys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like we had to make our own little home or whatever.
Was it dangerous staying in alleys out here?
Yeah, it's dangerous, and it's not fun because people come through and, you know, tell you how to leave. It's private property and all this, that, like, and it sucks too because it rains and it's cold and when you're out here and it comes to you actually living situation where you sleep and where you know, it's like people don't care, you know, and like you lose all your dignity. You can just use the bathroom, you know, like even like I said, like people come through and say an alleyway is a private property, and you know, like it's dirty and it's trash and everything, and like we're the only ones keeping it clean up in our area that we're staying in, you know. We're just trying to find somewhere to keep us dry and able to sleep at night, you know. And it's like people either don't have sympathy or just don't care, or other people that have been out here made them not, like, you know, because I understand that there's some people out here that are on the streets that, you know, that stay in alleyways or, like, you know, that do that stuff, like, can be, you know, disrespectful, can leave it dirty. But, you know, it's sometimes, like, I wish that people just understood, you know, like, at least a little bit, because it's like no matter where we go or no matter where you go, anywhere at all, you're just, like, in the way, you know? You're in the way, you're trespassing. You go to the park, you're trespassing, you know? It's like no matter where you are, or no matter where you go, or even if it's public area, as a homeless person, you're trespassing, you know? They, like I said, they just treat us like we're in the way, like we're a burden, like where we need to go, like, you know, even it's like there's parks and stuff, there's a grass area across the street and they kick people out, you know, and they, like, it's rude, it's very rude how they treat us too. They like when they do the sweeps over there at the grass area, they tell them, you know, you only have an hour to come get your stuff. If not, then whatever, you're still here, it's gonna go get thrown away, you know. And with businesses, like, I get that, you know, like here there's a lot of trespassing and stuff like that, but it's like you can come up to us and say something, you know. You don't have to automatically call the police. You don't have to, you know, like, it doesn't have to escalate that bad, you know. And most of the time it's like they assume that we're doing something wrong. They assume that we're doing drugs or, you know, stealing or stuff like that. And that's what I hate, because especially with stores that we go into, because like I said, my boyfriend works, you know, like every now and then we could go out and fucking go eat or go buy, get stuff, you know, and everybody just stares at you like you're gonna steal or follows you. And like at Food City, I went to get a soda for like 89 cents, and the lady snatches it out of my hand, you know, and tells me, she's like, "Are you gonna pay for this or not?" Like, it's just the fact that, you know, like, they automatically assume, you know. And I haven't even, me nor him have ever given anybody a reason to actually do that, you know. It's just like, I get that, you know, there's some people who can ruin it or can mess it up for, like, a lot of us people out here, but it's like, we're just humans too, you know. This can happen to anybody. It really can, you know. We're just trying to survive, and, like, it's not the best out here, you know. And I get that, you know, like, but it sucks, you know. We have to pay to eat and to get something to drink, you know. And when you don't have the money, you know, when people or when we panhandle, or, you know, people just look at you, you know, like, or like they ignore you or look at you like you're just, like, in the way, you know, like in the way. And that's what sucks, because, you know, we're all humans, you know. We all gotta eat, we all gotta drink, we all gotta, you know, all these things. But just because I don't have a home or I'm out here, you gotta treat me different, you know, or you gotta look at me a different way, or be disrespectful, or automatically assume I'm doing something wrong. And that's what sucks, because, like, you know, sometimes you just need you're hungry, you know, you're thirsty, and like it sucks when people look at you like, you know, oh, they're just gonna get the money and go get high, you know, like, and it's just, it sucks, you know, the companies and all this stuff, they treat us like burdens and like we're roaches, and like, you know, and it takes a lot of your pride and dignity away, you know, and that's why like a lot of people get stuck out here, you know, because they don't want to ask for help. They don't want to do that because when they did, they got shot down or treated really badly, you know. And it's like you could only, you know, like it's a cycle. It's a cycle, and with the drugs, people who use, you know, like they don't realize, you know, they're stuck. They get stuck because it's all they're used to and all they know at one point, you know. There's people I've met out here that's been out here for years, you know, and I'm lucky. I've only been out here for so long, you know. And I'm lucky I have somebody who takes care of me, because if I didn't, I feel like I would have looked and been way worse than I am right now, you know?
All right, Delilah, well, thank you for sharing your story. I really do appreciate it. Are you okay with me posting this on my YouTube channel?
Yes.
And just in case some of my subscribers want to reach out to you with any sort of help or donations, do you have any contact information that you want to share, like an email or anything like that?
I don't have any like right now, but let me talk to my boyfriend and see if there is, and if I do, I'll write it down and I'll give it to you.
All right, Delilah. And just in case like one of your family members stumbles upon this interview, do you have any words that you want to tell them?
If any of my family members do stumble upon this video, just know that I'm sorry, you know, I miss you guys. I'm really sorry. That's it, you know, I love you guys, and that's it.